Greetings. So, part of my job as a stand-up comedian is to shock people and provoke people and provoke thought. Oh, camera thing go on, right?
Yeah.
Get me good looking side.
All right.
Yeah. One thing I think that I've been doing in recent times when I started a comedy show is to say, let us normalize talking about mental health. And as a comedian, many times I say things that are not intended to be joke. But because I'm a comedian, people laugh. But it's a serious thing. And I'm saying it here today. Let's normalize talking about mental health. The celebrated Jamaican psychiatrist, Dr. Freddie Hickling, has done the studies and they have made the point in written form that 40% of Jamaican population is somewhere on the spectrum working on undiagnosed. Right? But I can tell you that I've been diagnosed. And part of the reason why I'm back living in Jamaica, I've been trying to live in it because I realized that Jamaica is my antidepressant. That's after Dr. Tangalupan, the doctor man there, not with me, prescribed for me antidepressant. And I carry it in my car even though I have an pack of thin water, just my prescribed antidepressant. Just remind myself that medicine thought I needed it. But I decided to make it in my antidepressant. So I came back home. But me have everything. OCD, yeah, me have that. ADHD, me have that. Right? Depression, anxiety, all them I work with them. But I've learned to use them. And when people want to laugh at me, end up laughing with me because I've learned that you have two options. You're either the joke or the joker. Them laugh at you or them laugh with you. But one of the ways that I share it is that as I struggle with my own OCD and with all my quote unquote impediments, because that's what everyone called it. In 1978, when I went to study theater for drama, the great Mr. Rowan told me, he said, young man, you can't be an actor. He said, young man, you ought to rethink your options, you know. And the man told me then, in 1978, that I cannot be an actor because I have two speech impediments. I lisp and I stutter. And I said, hold on, impediments are things that hold you back. And my talking impede me yet. My father have a severe stutter, and he produced 9 children with 6 different mothers. It never impeded him. It might have helped us because when you met my mother, and he said, all right, tell me, don't you? It never impeded him. My uncle is a well-known singer. Well, he's not the party. But when Uncle Alton said, girl, I've got a date, my father said, But it never impeded him. You have to find your way. I thought my father invented jazz. Seriously. When he said, come here, boy, and then come, go on. I thought that was jazz. I was like, impediment? What? No. A vibe. But one thing I also say in my comedy routine is this. Men operate under severe pressure. I'm not saying, sometimes I say that women have life either, and everybody go, really? But women don't at least get the daily test. Our society rigidly police masculinity. I have never in my 60 years ever heard a woman being told to woman up. But man, if you get up every day and man up, whatever that means, you have to man up and you have to take up a long, take up back. I tell you a while, I'm a lesbian. Yeah, but let me explain why. Because to be a Jamaican man, you have to take off enough back that me can't take off. And the only thing that I have in common with them is that I like girls, so maybe I'm a lesbian. Because to me, man don't laugh, man don't cry, man don't talk from Mike, man talk from Michelle. Man don't got gym, man got king. Man don't eat ice cream in public unless he has a spoon. Because Jamaican man don't lick in public. But when they're in private, they eat their words. I learned that me as a Jamaican man cannot peel and eat a ripe banana all and never break it. I'm like, yeah, because if you don't break it, you have to say, why? Right? You can't say man, you have to say girl devil, and man devil, and girl chester. I remember we used to do a show and up country road and the place in backyard. And the man don't come. Why? Backyard, bun back. And I said to the man, brethren, is something about front. Must have back too. If you insist on calling back front, you have to enter back and think of front. Think about it. See man not carry this sign say, welcome to Monday. Yo, we're not gonna further. I said, okay, let's turn back. Yo, bun back. So them still there. When we put so much emphasis in putting this burden on men to prove in their every action that they belong to that club called men, it's pressure. And what happens with that pressure, and then man mustn't talk. Man not long talking. Women share and men declare. But govern. You don't know. Already I die inside. Yo, but think govern. And if that's what we're doing to our young boys, that them can't express, them can't cry, they mustn't laugh too much. A man come a comedy show and say, yo, comedy show, the poster says comedy, and say, yo, oh, I'm not laugh. You think you're bad? Make me laugh. Man no skin teeth, man kick out teeth. No, when men have to operate with that level of pressure on a man's mind to measure up, to muscle up and man up, and there's no value of relief, what happened? People dead. To quote the apostle of Bounty Killer, chapter 2, verse 1. So I'm going to share with you some excerpts from some work that I have done. And these are all stories, real stories, the voice of real men, sharing their real stories, carefully curated with the raw truth that is in it. And we'll share it and then I'll talk some more afterwards. We're supposed to play Bounty Killer now, and then send me the track, you know, people might hate our techno challenge, you know. So I'm not gonna wrap by saying this, that we'll be living in the middle of a ticking time bomb. And we need to do some work. All of us, whether you're a personal worker or just a parent or sister or brother, do some work to help the men that we're making to move from head to heart. From head to heart. And from head, I'm going to talk about head, I'm talking about age, the hegemonic way of we frame manhood. And E, the sense of male entitlement that women take for granted. And A, the anger and the angst that somehow characterize what man must be about. You must always vex and ready to vex and defend it. And D, this sense of disillusionment that men bear but don't share, and not declare that them govern all the while. If we can move from that head to heart, which is really about H-E-A-R-T, honesty, first of all, empathy, accountability, respect and responsibility, and of course, T, tolerance, truth, and trust. If to tolerate differences of opinion and different views, and to respect the fact that not every man look the same way, and there are various ways to frame masculinity. And if we can move from head to heart, then we'll start the process of greening and grounding boys into gentler greatness, making new man more human. Thank you.